Hi friends. This lesson plan is going to be about plants. Now you can see our plants are getting pretty big. This is going to be a fun one. I wanted to let you guys know that this is going to be the lesson unit where I'm going to be receiving the caterpillars. So I'll get the caterpillars. I have a container from the last few years that I've used, and we will watch them every single day for weeks until they turn. And when they transform, it'll be an all school experience where we all together rewatch the butterflies fly free. Okay, so the first art project for this lesson plan is counting watermelon seeds. And you'll see a lot of, sort of like what the art is about preschool is, so I'm saying this one's about plants, but we're counting, so we're also doing math. As many possible learning experiences can be in one project, the better. So this is a watermelon. If you're a 3 student, this is what you received. Okay? If you're a 4 student, you received these 2. And they're only traced on one side. So we're gonna practice leaving it folded and then having the kiddos cut and then open it up and see it make a watermelon shape. So that's for both of these. And their seeds are the black ones in this bag. Okay, if I put plenty, they're kind of hiding. I put plenty of black seeds in each bag. If you want to continue counting higher than black seeds you have, you can use any color seed at all. You could even use, if you didn't use your raisins for the letter R, you could use some of your raisins for this too, okay? So this is a different project, but it's the same lesson plan, okay? You can tell because of the green, and these are little roots. So you'll take the seeds, count them, and then you can put them on your watermelon. You need to glue these 2 parts of your watermelon together first, and then you're going to just put seeds all over your watermelon using your pincher fingers, trying to strengthen those hands for writing. So if you want to make it simple, just have them count as high as they can, or 1 or 2 more, and put it on the watermelon. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can put a certain number on this side and a certain number on this side and make it like a mathematical equation, okay? So that is it for that. The next one is a fun one. We've done it at preschool for lots and lots of years. It's my greenhouse. Okay, so you're gonna have another opportunity to grow a plant. I know some of you have grown the plants and they're going crazy and they're growing like wild, and then some, it's hard. I have always struggled to grow plants. This batch of vegetables is probably the best batch of vegetables that I have had. But, you know, this is my 5th year teaching too. So it's not always easy to get growing something on the first try. And just know if you planted something and it didn't grow, it's okay. You can always try again. So this is just the top of it. It says my greenhouse. And this is going to be in the top of your bag. So parents, you'll just staple that on top right there. And then you're gonna put your seeds. I would use all of them, because if one of them sprouts and another one doesn't, then you can take the one that sprouted. These are lima beans. We can grow a plant out of these lima beans. And what you're gonna do is you're going to get your paper towel. Everybody has a paper towel. And you're gonna get it wet. And you can put your lima beans in there. You want to spread them apart a little bit. You don't want them right on top of each other. And then you're going to safely poke holes in your bag so that your plant can breathe. So poke holes. Well, they don't breathe oxygen, they breathe carbon dioxide, but they still need the holes to get to that air. And then put it in there. Once you do that, then put your greenhouse right there and staple it. Leave a small section or a hole open where you can access your seed. So if you need some water, more water as you go along, which they probably won't need more water for a little while, but once they sprout, then they might. I would recommend trying to do this maybe for 2 weeks. As soon as you see that your seed has gone from a seed to a plant, that means it's opened up and you can start to see the green, it's going to be green, little green root come out of it. Then you can take it and put it in a small cup of dirt and cover it, and then water it a little bit, probably every other day or so, and it'll grow into a big plant, okay? So this art project is just about you taking your seed to a plant. It's not easy all the time to get a seed to a plant. So it's really fun to be able to watch what happens, because you'll be able to kind of open the paper towel, or you'll see the green roots start to grow out, and that gets really exciting. Okay, so that's it for this. And every year that we've done this project, it's been successful. So yes, you can grow a seed in a bag. The next one we have is paint with celery. This is obviously a time-sensitive art project. If your celery is yucky before we do this project, then you can ask mom or dad if they have celery, and if they don't, you can ask to borrow another vegetable to paint with. But I'm going to show you. Each of you got a fish. This was one of the fish that was drawn that didn't make the cut. I had some help with this project. You're going to take your piece of celery and put your paint. I would put a little bit of paint on like 3 colors on a plate, like on a paper plate, and then you're gonna dip the paint and you're gonna go like this. You're gonna dip it all over your fish. And what you're gonna see, this is another one that I'm gonna do with you guys. What you're going to see is that when you put paint on celery and you dot it like a bingo marker, it actually looks like real scales. It's very cool. So that is this. Our next one is going to be to bingo marker paint a flower. So you've got leaves. These are going to be the side leaves that you can cut out. And each one of you has a coffee filter. You might have more than one in there. So you have a coffee filter. This is going to be your flower. It kind of looks like a flower, huh? So you're just going to take bingo markers and dot, 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 dot carefully, because coffee filters are thin, so they rip easily. And then you have a pipe cleaner that you are going to attach to your flower. You can attach it wherever. You can do it in the middle. Super easy. The coffee filter just goes right through. Doesn't it look like a flower? It's beautiful. And then when you're done cutting your leaves, you can wrap them around the pipe cleaner. And if you fold them really, really good, like use a lot of strength, you could use glue to get them to stay. But it might take a staple, so you'll have to see. The bingo colors, the bingo markers, it looks really pretty on here because when you paint a coffee filter, it's called the paint bleeds, which means it doesn't stay exactly where you put it, and it makes it look really pretty. Okay, so we are done with the plant lesson plan. We have the tiny seed that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. I have no sense of time. And you will want to listen to that story because it's all about a seed turning into a seedling and then a plant. Oh, I forgot you're my favorite art project. I knew I was missing something. So each one of you has one of these in your bag. And it says how a plant grows, okay? The bag with your beans for your watermelon counting, you're gonna wanna use, you can use the brown beads if you wanna use the brown beads. Honestly, I just put extra beans in there in case they got used for something else. You can always use this, the same one that you're actually making a plant with, your lima bean. And you have, in your baggie right here, you have pictures of a seed turning into a plant. So you can talk to your kiddos about it, about what the stages are. I think it's really fun to get them out of order and then try to have your kiddos put them in order. And you can read the bottom for them so they can guess which order it goes in. And then they're going to glue so the first one, they're gonna glue down right here, okay? And they're going to put a seed right there. They can color it if they want to, absolutely. And then for the next one is this one right here. And it says, give it sunshine and water, and soon the seed will sprout. So that goes into the next one. As you can see there, you just paste it down like that. And then you see the rain right there? You're gonna put a cloud over the rain. So each one of you has a cloud. You're gonna put it right there on the rain, or over the rain. Okay, it's totally cool. Then it says, the third one says, roots help it grow bigger and bigger. So that's the third one, and that goes just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your roots, you have all in this bag for this project, in the same bag. You have little brown pieces of yarn that you were probably wondering, what am I going to do with 3 little pieces of yarn, of brown yarn? So you're going to take that and you're going to glue it and have it be roots. You don't have to go over where they have roots. They can do it wherever they want to. But then when you're doing that, parents, you can talk about what the kids get, or what the, I'm sorry, kids, that's funny, what the plants get from growing roots and how they can absorb water and nutrients, and that's how they grow really big and strong. Yeah, this is one of them I'm gonna do with them too. And then the last one is going to be, it says, until it's a fully grown plant. And for that one, you are going to put, you have green tissue squares in that same bag, and you're gonna put those for the leaves of the plant. Just like with the roots, they can put it wherever they want to. But this is something they can have for a long time that would teach them how a plant goes from a seed to an actual plant. Okay. And super fun. And that is it for the lesson plan, plants. I hope you guys have fun with it.